What's good, YouTube? Back in the building for another reaction. I'm going to be reacting to Charleston White walks in Dallas radio station and goes off on female. Gonna be taking a look at this. Came across this on my recommendation, so we're just gonna take a look at it. Let's see what's to it.
People are championing for you with being a representative of the city and to say something like that for people that are out here doing the groundwork. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, let me just say this. We all feel like that.
What you mean?
We all feel like this toward our radio stations,
right?
Because they're not visible. So it's not just the radio station.
I know.
It's the churches. So let me.
Right,
it's the churches. It's the bankers. It's the doctors. It's the frats. So everybody's invisible. So I'm talking from the bottom up. So in my mind, y'all can't hear me. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm online saying whatever, the people up here, y'all ain't paying me no mind.
Right.
So what I say don't affect y'all. So down here, the last time I remember.
That's what you think.
Well, we don't know. We at the bottom. I'm a sensation. When the last time? What's the last internet sensation we can remember? We can't.
From here, from Dallas?
From anywhere. So internet sensation got a 2 to 3 year lifespan. I've been on the internet 4 years. I had to find my way to the stage or I was going to get stuck on the internet, right? So let me just say this. The last time I saw 97.9 in the community was at Sycamore Park. Rick Ross.
So I guess he's confronting a woman who works at 97.9 The Beat. Because, of course, of recently, I think I've seen him talk about how the radio station don't do nothing for the community. So I believe that's what this lady is arguing with him about or debating with him about, whichever you would call it.
Young Dro, man, some of the biggest names in hip hop. Man, the whole city was in trees. Y'all ain't touching the community no more.
I think looking at putting those types of responsibilities solely on the radio station though is crazy though, because it's not just us. There are music labels that we have to work with. The artists have to have time to come out here. Even when they come out here and have time to come to the radio station, we lucky to get them 30, 35 minutes that we are able to get. So to get them to go out into the community and do something more, I mean, if they have that on their agenda to do that, then yeah. But we're always pushing those types of opportunities. We have meet and greets here at the radio station for fans to come up here and meet their artists.
It takes a village.
We take fans backstage for them to be able to have those experiences. Even outside of that, we're helping moms. We're helping black businesses. I put black businesses on the radio every week. I bring women up to the radio station every week.
Why is she so heavy on defending an establishment that would like otherwise kick her off of the radio and replace her? Why is she so heavy on the establishment that she works for? I mean, like, nobody is promised to keep the position that they have forever. So I don't understand what would make her want to defend. I mean, I get that, like, the radio station is wherever she works, you know, she has or the employee, you know, other employees or coworkers that she works with, you know, him dissing that radio station, he's basically dissing everybody in the radio station. And of course, I know there's probably good people, but at the same time, the radio station is run by a certain group of people, and those group of people don't care nothing about the community, nothing about the less fortunate or nothing like that. They just do what they do and keep it pushing. So I mean, I'm with Charleston so far on this.
So I've been here all of my life. I'm 46.
And that's just me.
I'm 46 years old.
Person.
I've been working in the community for over 12 years directly with Councilman Caraway, John Wiley Price, the Dallas mayor, Greg Abbott. I work and live in this city. And when I say the radio station, the church is invisible to our communities. I don't care what y'all say y'all do here and behind stage. I'm saying the grassroots, the people who need to touch y'all, the people who need to touch the people who come through here is so far away. Most people don't even know where this radio station is. We don't even know what y'all look like. I hear you, but this is my first time seeing you. I hear these radio personalities. I barely know what I barely know what y'all look like, and we live here. So imagine our children who live in Stop 6 and on the south side of Fort Worth. They don't even get to see Six Flags. They live here all their life. So let alone a radio personality. So if we make an obligation, if you come to our city, you're gonna do this, or you're not gonna be on our radio to promote your music. We make it an obligation, but I'm not putting it on you guys. Remember, I'm talking from a community standpoint as a guy who really work in the community. So it ain't just y'all. The preachers get it, the gangbangers get it, the police get it, because it takes a village.
I agree.
You know, at some point, while people just think he be talking, he really, you know, through all the trolling and everything like that, he really does have a purpose and a message. You know, people be forgetting that he was working in the communities before he was ever doing this internet sensation comedian thing. For real. I think in another video I'm going to be like reacting to, because he actually has stand-up. I mean, the man literally has a stand-up set, and I'm going to react to it on here. But that's for another video. But as far as what Charleston White is defending, he's basically standing up and sticking up for the the less fortunate, you know, the hood, the ghetto, low income neighborhoods that don't get to indulge in things, you know, regular people who got 9 to 5s living in the nicest part of the city, driving nice cars. Kids go to the, you know, the privileged and fortunate kids get to go to the nicest schools and everything like that. He's standing up for those small people who don't have next to nothing, you know, and they be listening to the radio, and the radio don't be giving back to those people. And I understand that.
Y'all just got one video, but everybody gets it around here from me.
I agree. My only thing is I don't want it to be one of those narratives that's created like the radio station ain't doing shit.
Well,
that's absolutely not what's happening.
It's not a narrative. It's a fact.
It's not a fact.
I live here.
Just because I live here too.
So, but you work here at this station.
And I grew up here.
And like you said, you guys are told what to do.
That don't
I'm
make
not
no
told what to
sense.
do.
You just told me that the radio, whoever the radio labels is, the music labels.
Nah, that female is triggered. Like, come on now. How you gonna tell somebody who been living in DFW for 47 years and has seen people come and go, has seen different personalities come and go from the radio and all other things that have to do with DFW? Like, he has seen everything. How you gonna talk to him about what's going on when he has literally seen it and he's in the community? Like, come on, the argument was lost. She lost the argument when she started defending the establishment that she like her radio station. She probably don't even know who her radio station is owned by. It's probably 97.9 The Beat is probably owned by iHeart. You know, probably, maybe, but I mean, she probably don't even know who her radio station is owned by, for real. So I mean, this is just off of emotion.
Tell them what they can do when they come here. So they say, so you're told that you can't go out here and do certain things because you have a boss.
Who are we to stop people from having an experience
Man,
that they love?
Listen, I'm listening.
5 minutes before it's scheduled time. I mean, people put money into this stuff. This is not just about disrespecting the community, but respecting the artists as well.
It's our ears that keep these doors open. If we quit listening, they stop paying.
I agree.
So what I'm saying is there should be an obligation from the radio station, which we don't see. You can line up to any community, any school. I did a whole murder change me.
We do this stuff every week, and that's the only thing
I did it. I won't acknowledge it.
And that's some crazy shit.
I did a whole murder change me event with the Dallas County Prosecutor's Office, Homicide Division.
Okay.
Listen, the radio never spoke of nothing, but they'll speak of a viral moment, a viral video.
What are you talking about? You pulling shit out of your ass. Like, I myself go down to juvenile detention centers.
Let's not make it personal.
Emotional.
You said
Emotional.
I said the radio. I don't know you, but I don't know you though. I don't know you, mama. I said the radio. I said the radio. But you said what does the radio do?
Out in the street right
Where?
now. I'll pull up the schedule and tell you exactly where they are.
Because we don't see them.
I'll tell you exactly. Yesterday we spent all day trying to help people get
Where?
back to school fair. Passing out water to people in this city. We got niggas out here everywhere.
Where? Give me a location.
We was at Fair Park, South Dallas yesterday.
Give me a location other than yesterday. Where? Because we don't see y'all. We don't see. That's one location. I'm telling you 12 years. You're telling me one day.
The thing is that over time, bro. The same people that are here are not the same people that were here.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, ma'am. I don't know who's here because I don't know who work here. Ma'am, I don't know who work here. I don't know who work here. I didn't come up here. You asked me a question, sister. You asked me a question, and I'm telling you from a guy who works in the community, known for working in the community, have sit on many panels in this city. You guys are invisible, just like the church. We hear you, but we don't see you, sister. And you guys have minimal impact in effect in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
I'm gonna tell you that
Fort Worth don't never see y'all.
I'm gonna tell you that you entitled to your own opinion.
I thought that's what we were. So why are you taking it personal? That's all I'm asking.
She being emotional when it's not even about her. It's about the establishment she works for. It's about the establishment she works for. It's not even. I don't even think Charleston White is personally attacking anybody who works at 97.9. He's talking about the establishment that owns 97.9, the establishment that owns the entities and establishment that own 97.9. Probably don't give two about the less fortunate in the DFW area. Hell, Houston is probably the same way. The establishment that owns 97.9 The Box here in Houston probably don't care about the less fortunate area over here. I mean, I think that's the same thing in on probably every major city that has a radio station. They don't really care that much. The people who the big suits who own the radio stations just do what they can do to infiltrate our ears and flood us with the sound, just like they cloned Tyrone and how they like manufacture the sound of rap and sell us on drugs and sell us on advertising the bad food and everything like that. They do what they can do and just keep it pushing. They don't care about anything else that has to do with helping the community in a more positive way, but they sure can push out the poison, put the poison in the front and push the positivity all the way in the background so that we never get a chance to progress as a people. So
I'm glad that you were able to come up here to 97.9B. I'm glad that Big Pink called you up here. I'm glad that you were able to meet me. But I totally disagree with saying that we are completely invisible to the community.
Ask the community, man.
Okay, so let me
ask the community.
Okay, wait.
That is not fair.
Ask the
We have
community.
so many people.
Ask the
Hello,
community.
everybody. Hello,
many people
sweetheart.
here.
Sweetheart, hold on.
You guys
everybody.
have done nothing.
I want to stay focused for a second. So here's two things that I see. So I'm a guy from out of town. We talk about two different age groups.
Is that
here.
TK Kirkland?
Two different age groups. He's a lot older than you. So what you're seeing, he's seeing differently. Since I'm
Charleston
older than
White's
all of y'all,
blood
I can tell
pressure
you facts
is
what's really going on.
Alright,
very high
See,
right now.
The bosses and the radio
That's what-
stations have
yeah.
totally changed. Over
That's
the
what he's
years.
talking about.
Everything is about money. Everything's about cutting
Exactly.
back. To even be on the station, as long as we're on the station, is something that you haven't seen in about 20 years. Normally, when the artists come through, it's 5, 10 minutes, and then they out the door.
Exactly.
So the world has truly changed, and it's just not radio stations. It's everything. In the
And that's just not
everything
this
in
year
business.
or
What he's saying
just
is
this
it's
decade, but it's
from
been
the
like
government
that.
down to the city
It's been like
council,
that.
down to the streets. So you can't defend something that really, hun, you don't own. This is not your.
Hello.
So you
Thank
can't,
you,
they
TK.
can fire you tomorrow.
Right, I know
right,
that.
Right, they can fire you tomorrow. And what
But
he,
discrediting the work is all. That's the
but
only
here's what
point
here's,
that I'm
but here's what I'm trying to say from a guy from outside
And for me
looking in.
personally, yes, I
Yeah,
am
outside
definitely
looking
taking
in.
that
Yeah.
personally.
He's not
Yeah,
talking
never
about
take
you
it personal.
personally.
Never take it personal because, like I said, this is not your company. This is your business, and you
Exactly.
wrote the checks,
You don't
and
own the
should get
radio
it.
Not for the
station.
company, but the work that I'm doing.
Yes,
But I
yeah,
don't know you,
but
bro.
you
I
didn't hear
didn't
what he said.
attack
He
you.
said, "Don't take
He
it
not
personal."
talking
He
about
said-
you.
He talked about the radio station, and what I always tell people when they take it first, I said, "Don't listen to reply. Listen to comprehend," because he was never saying. He never said your name. He never said you. He said the company. And what you did, and most people do this, not their fault. Most people put themselves in the story. I always say, don't put yourself in the story. Listen to the story. So, since that said, I hope everybody got their point across, but I want to focus back on that House of Blues. You know what I'm saying? Because I like this kind of stuff. It gets
too.
everybody,
Yeah,
it gets
I
people
enjoy the
perky.
debate.
Yeah, it gets everybody up and going. And
I hate it because it builds nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly,
I got
it's
a
just talk.
78-year-old pops that told me 2 black people really don't have any business getting together with each other every day. And I said, why, pops? He said, all they're going to do is argue and squabble.
That's so true.
They're going to argue over football and basketball. Who team is better? They're going to argue over, is LeBron James better than Michael Jordan?
Facts.
They're not going to put their differences to the side and come to work together. They're not going to manufacture nothing together. So we just saw that right here.
Yes.
Our age differences,
Yes.
male and female.
Yes.
One is entertainment. I just got here.
Yes.
I come from the community. I didn't attack you.
Hey, he right about that. That's why gangs who are rival gangs that are against each other that will never come together for a truce. That's why that's why people within our race, like let's just say, for instance, African people versus black American people, that argument will never cease. We will never like those things will never cease because we don't want to we really don't want to come together and be unified like we're supposed to. It's because the powers that be keep pushing it away. Powers that be keep separating us and making us hate each other and making us seem like we not in the same boat together, and we, you know, same thing with other races of color. Like, unity should be the thing that we should be going after, but powers that be, the enemy, keep pushing the positivity to the back and putting the poison in the foreground.
For you to take this personal.
Right.
It's like you standing in front of the white man and saying, you better not say nothing about my boss. That's how I see that, because I said the radio station. The radio station.
But that's why I gave it a game. Like
So-
what I did, I translated what you said, and I hope everybody's listening.
So
right?
I hate debates, because what debate does for black people, it puts us apart, and we can never get past the debate to build together, to create
I think
together.
seeing people learn how to debate and learn how to have open conversation.
We need
something that
to we need to
more
learn
of
how to
in the
work
community.
together. We need
totally
to
agree.
learn how to stop debating.
But-
And if I disagree with you, you disagree
Yes.
with me, no more talking. We disagree.
But
But there has to be a conversation.
It doesn't.
And I
It
think-
doesn't.
but
It
see,
doesn't
I
because
think
we don't
there's
sleep
no way
together.
conversation,
It
absolutely.
don't. You should. Your conversation should be held in your household. Arguing outside of your house doesn't matter. Arguing outside of your neighborhood and your block doesn't matter, because what does this argument do? Who gets something out of this? It divides the listener and it divides us, because we cannot come to a common agreement to say we disagree to disagree and not take it personally.
That's exactly what's happening
No,
here.
no, ma'am. You said you take it personally.
I
so
said I
what-
took it personally,
but-
then TK said here and talked to me. That's the whole point of us even doing this now.
but just hear me out.
It's having open
But
conversation.
that's what debates do. It takes it personally. People don't walk away from debates. So what I'm saying is debates aren't good if we're not building.
There's
She
somebody
clearly
that's sitting
took
on
it
one side of the
personally.
table that's feeling the exact same way you feeling, feeling the way I'm feeling.
Our
So
feelings,
yes,
our feelings
people
don't
do
matter.
need to hear people
Our
say
feelings.
certain
Okay,
things.
so again,
Let me just say this.
Exactly.
Feelings
It's not
don't
about
matter
our.
right
It's
now
not
at
about
this time in
individual
life.
feelings.
What's right and what's wrong do?
Hello.
What do we own? What are
It
we
takes time to
building?
get there.
It
People
don't
are not-
take. We've
everybody's
been out
not
of slavery.
thinking
We've been
like
out of slavery too long to still be hollering about it. It takes time.
Mm-hmm.
We got to start showing
I
and stop
agree.
showing and proving, not showing and telling.
But people are not
Facts.
there yet.
But we
And
are
it is
there
what it
yet.
is.
But we are there yet if we put our feelings to aside. Because black people have become so emotionally responsive, man, they judge us by everything we do because we do it out of emotions. We are not logical thinkers anymore. Because if we were, a man and a woman ain't supposed to go back and forth, period.
So how-
See,
so-
see,
At this
I'm done.
point-
and what does the enemy do? The enemy has allowed black women and black men to argue and fuss and fight over what is right and what is wrong. All across this internet, that is all you see. And it shouldn't be like that. Those type of conversations should be had with whoever it should be had with, and it shouldn't be online in a format of a podcast or anything like that. Because why? You know, unless you're like a relationship expert or a dating coach or a marriage counselor or something like that. But other than that, that shouldn't be something that should be discussed all over the internet. And he's right about that.
Queen,
So,
I'm done,
So,
Queen.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying, at the
So
comedy
let me
show-
tell you what I love.
At the comedy show House of Blues tonight,
Yeah.
the messages that the both of you will be bringing to the audience.
That's so funny too, because he's up there to promote a comedy, his comedy. Like I told you, he's on tour doing because he's a stand-up comedian. He's promoting a stand-up comedy show, but he's up there talking about like real serious issues. That's so crazy. Well, man, that's the end of the reaction. And yeah, what did y'all think? Comment, like, subscribe. What should I react to next? And I'll see you whenever I do the next podcast.